welcome back to Hide and Seek with Kocnuni. I'm your host, Shannon, and it's great to see you guys as always. Today we are in a really special location. We are in Imjingak in Paju. So this is actually a place in Gyeonggi, but it's on the northern side, and we're actually pretty close to the DMZ, which we're going to get into a little bit later, so don't worry about that. But let's go ahead and get started. So just a quick little opening card here. It says, "Hello Shannon. Today we are in Imjingak in Paju, Gyeonggi province. This place holds the painful traces of the harrowing war between South and North Korea." So we will be talking a little bit about that. Like I said, we are pretty close to the DMZ today. So we'll go over a little bit of the history a little bit later, but without further ado, you guys, we have a job to do as always. So here's our first hint card. However, today, like Korea's history of overcoming the sorrows and war and achieving growth, we will explore Peaceful Nuri Park and Pyeonghwa Nuri Park, where you can see various art pieces symbolizing and wishing for peace. So let's go ahead and get going. We're going to get started in trying to find our first place here, which is looking for the Hanaguru, a large tree sculpture created to wish for peace between South and North Korea. So it's pretty obvious where we're headed today, because right over here to my right we can see a giant tree sculpture. Like I said, we are kind of in between two separate parks at the moment, so we'll be going over some of the cool stuff that we'll get to see. There's a lot of art sculptures and stuff like that, which is pretty typical, I would say, of Korean parks versus like in the States, for example. I think we usually just do like, you know, trails and stuff like that. It's not usually art, but I want to point out really quick, I don't know how well the camera can pick this up, but there's actually another sculpture right there. It looks sort of like a face. It kind of is like two trees leaning towards each other, and it looks like a face. And I actually really like that one. I thought it was really beautiful. But let's continue going. As we are going to walk this way, we're going to be able to see some other stuff today. But as always, I like to check in with you guys in the comment section and see how you guys are doing, see where you're from. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're a returning viewer, mwah, love you. Great to see you again. And we will be happy to see who is from different countries, so drop your country flag as always. I always wanted to visit the DMZ. My sister and brother visited previously when they traveled to Korea. Has it been 70 years? Yes, so it's been about 70 years, and I think, wow, that's a confusing little pathway. There's like a fork in the road that goes three different directions. It's been about 70 years, and a lot of you know that the DMZ is the line between North and South Korea, where there is currently, or technically, North and South Korea are still technically at war. Obviously, there's no battles being fought currently, but it is just something to keep in mind when you guys come here. It's a popular tourist attraction as well. I've actually never been to the DMZ before. I've heard that they do all kinds of like day trips and tours and group tours and stuff like that. So definitely something to keep in mind, and definitely something to check out if you guys come here. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of history in this area, as well as Paju, which we've covered before in a couple previous episodes, has a lot to offer in itself. There's like Pocheon Art Valley, for example, which is just an entire valley slash park slash area that is just dedicated to being a giant art museum, both inside and out. So it's really cool. Lots of cool cafes and stuff as well. Something unique about this area, it's a little bit dead right now, but you can see behind me, this is called river grass. And in the fall, when it's actually really big and beautiful and bushy, it's quite lovely. So just something to keep in mind. You guys can check that out as well. Hello, Shannon. Oh, hello. So nice to see you. It's giving season. How's the weather? The weather today is actually quite warm. I might take this jacket off at some point. Last time was pretty cold, and I was pretty under the weather last time. I am recovering slowly but surely. I actually got pretty sick from the last one, but luckily the episodes are a week apart, so I was able to recover. But in the meantime, the weather has been kind of up and down. It's that time of the year. That's a better view of the sculpture. I'm not sure if you guys can pick that up. But it's that time of year where the weather can't really make up its mind. It's like freezing in the morning, and then warm in the afternoon, and then freezing again in the evening. So that kind of crazy time when you're not really sure how to dress. I am thankful, however, that I will actually be going home for Christmas this year, so I get to kind of dodge that super bitter, cold Korean winter, which a lot of you, if you guys watch any K-dramas and stuff, if they're themed around Christmas time at all, you'll see that the long padding is pretty popular. It's like super necessary. I can't express that enough. And I actually don't own one because I typically go home during the winter season, even if it's just for like a month. Last year I think was almost 2 months. But I try to dodge or like plan my trip around dodging that super cold winter because I'm from North Carolina and it doesn't get that cold, so I don't actually need one. But I'm not a big fan of the cold, so try to dodge that as much as I can. The color of the grass looks like it's dry, but they are alive. Yep, so here's a better view of the river grass. You guys can check that out. So it is, like I said, it's wintertime here now in Korea, so things are, you know, kind of starting to dry out. We're not going to have those big, pretty flower episodes anymore, unfortunately, which you guys know I'm sure is my favorite. Shannon, have you tried Korean makeup? Yes, actually. I style a lot of my makeup techniques from Korean makeup now. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking it up with the light being behind me and everything, but there's a new trend, actually, where you put the blush like right here under your eyes, which is what I did today. I don't know if you guys can see. But I try to do it a lot. I find that like with Korean makeup tips, for example, it's a lot more about the skin and a lot less about like heavy eyeliner or heavy contour and stuff like that. And I think because I'm so fair and because my features are already a little bit sharp, I kind of prefer that. So I definitely take techniques from both areas. Great question though. 4 seasons in one day, I'm definitely used to that. Take more vitamins, Shannon. The weather is cold nowadays there in Korea. Yes, for sure. I try to take vitamins as much as possible, but fun fact, things like kimchi are completely chock full of like antioxidants and vitamins. So I feel like the Korean diet has kind of helped me get away from those extra like supplements and stuff. I don't really need it just because there's so many vegetables and meat and stuff. And now that we have found our lovely little tree, which again is a representation or a symbolism of hope that North and South can find peace among each other. It says, Hanaguru is an imaginary tree where Mugunghwa, Rose of Sharon, symbolizing South Korea, and Hambak flower, representing North Korea, bloom together in unity. If you visit here at night, you can also enjoy a lighting and a media show. The next hint card is in a small garden themed after the Korean traditional folk song Arirang. Arirang. So we've mentioned that one quite a few times on this show before, Arirang. And if you guys are familiar with that, you can drop it in the comments, like how you guys know about it, maybe through K-dramas and stuff like that. But once again, this is our lovely tree where we have the 2 different types of flowers representing both Koreas and the hope that they come together. So without further ado, let's keep going. Let's head to the next park and see if we can find our next clue. But how are you guys doing? Let me know. Almost like a giant mushroom. Yeah, it does kind of look mushroom-esque now that you mention it. You must be close to the border. The internet is glitchy. Ooh, good to know. So sorry if the internet is glitchy, if the connection is a bit unstable, you guys. We are next to the DMZ. I'm not really familiar with the Wi-Fi policy at the demilitarized zone, but like I said, it's my first time here as well. And as we get closer, it's actually not this fence you see here. There's another one quite far that way. But touring the demilitarized zone, or the DMZ, there's actually a cable car that you can go and kind of like look into both Koreas, which I think is really cool. We won't get to do that today. Unfortunately, this is not that episode where I went ziplining, which I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was insane. It was so fun. Wow, good memory. But anyway, we won't be getting to do that today. We don't have enough time and there's too much to see here. But here's a great view of that face that I was telling you about, and there's actually 2 of them. There's another one right over here on this hill as well. But just a representation of how much art is kind of just in this little area. That tree sure looks cute. Yes, for sure. Large piece of broccoli. Creative, but true. I'm not really sure. Which way can we go? I guess we're just gonna hang a right here, maybe. But as we wind down through the year, you guys, I just thought about like that one episode where I went ziplining. That was probably one of my favorite episodes that we filmed. But we've only got 5 episodes left, including this one. So after today, we will only have 4. Where are you going, cameraman? Cameraman's on a different path than me at the moment. We're getting separated. But I guess it provides a new angle for you guys. But anyway, like I said, we've only got 4 episodes left after today's episode. So it's becoming a lot more bittersweet. And I thought that Vaughn would be hosting the one, but unfortunately, he won't be hosting. And fortunately, I will. We're going to be doing a pre-recorded episode for Christmas because we don't want to have any of our team members work on Christmas. That would be completely out of the Christmas spirit, for sure. So anyway, we're going to be pre-recording that, and I'll try to be as festive as possible for you guys if you guys do end up watching on Christmas. So let's try to walk. There's another little like pathway here. It's really cute. I'll just take you through there. I'm not sure if it's the right direction, but c'est la vie. There's a lot of these little like, for lack of a better term, oasis, like little gardens and stuff in the center of the pathways here. Just where you can go around, take some photos, look at some stuff. My team is suggesting that we don't go through the tunnel. So I think by now you guys know that it's not completely unscripted, but it is mostly unscripted. I try not to look at anything beforehand, but we do get little hints and tips along the way. So here's another one right here. Something that I did notice about this particular park in comparison to some of the other ones that we've gone to, some of these, not all of them, but some of these little descriptions actually are in English. So I think they're kind of taking into account that there's a lot of tourism here. So if you guys are interested in the history of the demilitarized zone, you guys can come check it out for sure. I imagine that in the springtime, this place is beautiful, just judging by the types of gardens and stuff that I'm seeing. But anyway, I digress. We are looking for a garden called Arirang. I haven't seen one yet. That one is called Norlun Dui. I can't read it, it's too far. My eyesight is so bad, you guys. I'm actually legally blind, fun fact about me. What's this one? Let's see. Nam Ari? Yeah, Arirang. I see it right there. Yeah, very good. So once again, here's this little description. This one is in Korean, but Arirang Koge. So you guys can come check that out here. But it looks like we found our next one. Again, Arirang is that really famous Korean song. So somewhere within here is our hint card. Let's see. Oh, there's another one. Arirang Kugero. You guys can check that out. And here we go. We've got our next hint card. Kocnuni is getting lazy, I think, as we get further along in the episodes. Here we go. Arirang Kuge Hill is a garden that carries the message of walking together on the Arirang Koge path towards peace. The next hint is at Hill of Wind in Mangbaedan Nuri. So Mangbaedan Nuri is the next park. We are in the first one, but we're going to be heading to the next one and looking for a hill made of wind. So I think we're going to go this direction. And again, there's more of that really pretty river grass that I was telling you guys about. So you can check that out over there. Oh my gosh, that park looks amazing. Time flies so fast. Oh my gosh, yes, it's already been 11 minutes. I love how you explain the places so well. Oh, thank you so much. I do my best. It's a little bit overwhelming sometimes. There's so much history and there's so much that I want to share with you guys and explain to you guys, but it's one of those things where we've only got 40 minutes and we've only got so much time, and I am not the best multitasker, as I'm sure you guys have learned by now. But I definitely do my best to try and do a little bit of research on the places that we go to beforehand, and Koreanet does a wonderful job of putting together these little cue cards for me, which I don't read during the episodes, but I do read them beforehand and try to take a glance and try and find some key points and facts that I think are important to share with you guys. So like I said, this place is kind of a compound made of two different things, and as we did the walkthrough before today, we passed some really beautiful artwork walking in, which we're going to be heading through when we go to our next location. So you guys will get to see that, don't worry. Christmas theme hide and seek would be really good. Yes, for sure. I am the most Christmassy, most festive person you have ever met in your life. So don't worry, I'm gonna make sure that we do all the Christmassy things. So let's see. I'm short-sighted, I know how you feel. I love your new glasses, they look great. I debated on wearing my new glasses today, but I actually ended up not doing so because I have a shoot after we do this live show today, and it requires me to not have glasses. So I couldn't very well bring both with me. I try to pack light whenever I travel, but anyway, thank you so much for the compliment. I did go get new glasses yesterday, which, by the way, this is something we haven't touched on in any of the episodes before, but just some general lot. Shannon, today's TMI. What's my TMI? I'll get back to you on that later. But like I was saying, something that I think is important that we don't really touch on a lot in these episodes, because we do try to focus more on the travel aspect of it. Something that I really love about Korea is the healthcare system. So for example, going to get new glasses yesterday was incredibly easy. It was so nice. I went with a friend of mine, and we walked into the optics or the lens store. And like I said, I wear contacts and glasses. I wear glasses at home, contacts during the day. And when I went there, we did a quick exam. I got to pick out my my frames, not friends. Oh, a little like brain mush there. I got to pick out my frames, and then the same day, right then and there, they had my lenses completely finished. I walked away with brand new glasses. I had new contacts, and it didn't cost me any more than, I think, 150,000 won, which is crazy. I got a checkup, I got 2 new prescriptions, and it was no problem. Versus in the States, for example, for me it was like I had to choose either contacts or glasses, otherwise I would have to pay like a copay or like an extra fee or something. And the whole thing was quite convoluted. It was like you have to get your checkup, and then later you'll get your glasses or something like that. But just for example, Korea just has a way of making everything super convenient, and that also goes with healthcare, I've noticed here. Doctor's appointments and stuff are extremely easy to get. You can go same day to most places. It's a lot cheaper. Healthcare here is really wonderful. So shout out Korea for making that experience so much better for me. I really appreciate it. Not to mention the glasses are super cool. I really prefer that like classic kind of old school librarian style, but that's more just me. But they do kind of have everything. If you guys have ever been to Korea and you've seen one of those lens stores, you know that it's super crazy. Glasses can be fun. Drop your wish list. What kind of Christmas present would you recommend to give to friends and colleagues? Oh, wait, hold on. There's a vote going on. Let me see. Girlie, drop the skincare routine. Oh, skincare routine is Centella toner, and I use a hydrating serum, and then I woke up like this. Skincare is my favorite brand in Korea at the moment. It is so good, and the ingredients and stuff are so simple. Sorry, I get distracted. The weather looks nice. I'm gonna miss Kocnuni and Shannon. Is this place open for the public to visit? Yes, it is free to visit. It's open. It's really, really fun. And my team says that they want to go up on the jungle gym today, so we're gonna go. Let's see. Vote 1. Yes to Shannon with glasses. Vote 1. Vote 3. Shannon, what kind of Christmas present would you recommend giving? Let's see. Wow, you guys are commenting. I can't keep up. Hold on. Let's see. You're really good at explaining. I love watching you do hosting. Okay, so we love a healthy skincare routine. Very good. Any cosmetic brands? So first things first, I'm going to do the wish list one, and then I will get into the cosmetic brands that I love and why. My wish list, I keep seeing it on Instagram. It's like one of those things that's like, when you're clicking through stories, it's like suggested in the thing. It's a Korean brand called, it's actually the same brand as this bag right here, which I'm not like a bag person, but it's a Korean brand, JW, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, P-E-I. But they've got this new bag and it is so cute. It's like a black version of this one, but it's got like some buckles and some cute little stuff on it. I don't know. I'm not like a brand name kind of person. Like I wear Converse and jeans from the underground terminal, but I really, really want that. I don't know why. And then something super on trend right now, which is very reminiscent of my middle school days, is Uggs. I want like those mini platform Uggs. That's probably my wish list. But other than that, my only wish is to go home, which I've already gotten. I get to go home soon, so not too much there. Something that you guys can give your coworkers, friends, something simple. I feel like something that is useful is always a better gift. Like something that you know that people need. Like I hate to say like socks and stuff, don't give people socks, but something they can use for their car. Like I saw this in the terminal recently. I thought this was a great present for somebody that you're doing like Secret Santa with, or someone that you don't know super well. But it's actually a portable hand warmer that doubles as a portable charger. So something like that, super useful. Comes in different colors, really cute. If you guys are interested, I'll drop the link later in my Instagram. But anyway, this is a really, really cute playground here. This looks like a fun place for kids. I'm not used to seeing big old playgrounds like this in Korea. Is that a zip line for children? That looks like a safety hazard, but it looks really fun, as most things are. But something like that, I think useful gifts are always the best, especially if you don't know the person super well. That or gift cards, it's kind of lame, so maybe do like a cute little handwritten note as well. But gift cards are something that allows the people to pick out what they want so that you don't risk that giving them the wrong thing, I suppose. And then skincare brands or beauty brands that I particularly like. I will say my mom really likes Hera as far as like the foundation, cushion, stuff like that. I personally prefer age 20s. If you guys haven't heard of that brand, it is in like, I was about to say Ulta, not Ulta, Olive Young. And age 20s, I really like it because it's a very medium coverage foundation, but it's also very glowy and light. And the material that it's made of, or the actual chemical makeup of it, helps with anti-aging. So it actually makes my skin look better, which is what I'm wearing today. So if you guys like my foundation today, that's kind of what I go for. Other than that, I'm not really a makeup like, you know, guru or anything like that, but I do prefer NARS products. MAC when it comes to lipsticks, and as far as eyeshadows, Anastasia, Beverly Hills, or ColourPop. But that's just kind of my little 2 cents there. So let's keep going. Let's see what we got. Whew, let's see. Go down the slide. Oh, I read the comment too late. I totally would have, Nathan. Great suggestion. I want a cute bag for Christmas. I know, me too. Ugg boots are well known in Australia. I believe they're an Australian brand as well. Hera is ACC, so slept on. I don't know what ACC is, but yes, Hera is slept on. It was my mom's favorite. Like immediately she tried it. The thing about like Korean beauty products, I would say, or beauty brands, they're the opposite of Western, I would say. The whole point and like the whole obsession about like pigmentation and stuff in the States or in the West, I would say, Western makeup styles, is the opposite here. They want to really highlight that natural beauty. So everything is a lot more sheer, light coverage, things like that. So for example, when you go to Olive Young, you won't see like a massive shade range as far as like eyeshadows, lip colors, stuff like that. It's all pretty similar. And in the same breath, you guys, unfortunately in Korea, they do not have a very wide variety of foundation ranges. They don't really have a lot of deep shades available, which is kind of unfortunate, unless you are able to go to a place like KOCIS where they have giant Sephoras and MACs that sell a lot of Western products. You can find it there. But Vaughn, for example, I've done shoots with him where when they went to go do his makeup, they never had anything available for him. So I actually helped him go buy some makeup that he'd be able to bring with him to shoots to use properly. But I digress. I love Korean makeup. I love Korean beauty, skincare, hair care is something that I didn't mention. But recently I got like a giant scalp treatment. It was amazing. I'll post about that one later on one of my reels, but they do hair care a lot better here as well. Let's see. I love how now Korean brands have wide range of foundations and other products for all skin types. I haven't come into contact with many of those brands, but glad to know that you have. Shannon, my brother will be traveling to Korea next year and he's interested to go there for hair styling. Do you happen to know how much the price range is? I would say styling is pretty cheap. It kind of depends on the salon. If you go somewhere like Gangnam, things are going to be a little bit more expensive versus like Hongdae, it's a little bit cheaper. But in general, I would say it's probably between like $20 and $30. It's pretty cheap. And that goes for haircuts as well. I've gotten haircuts in Korea as cheap as like $7 before. So I think just like in general, like beauty care and stuff is a lot more easily affordable here. I always like the steps in Korean skincare because it makes my skin more moisturized. Definitely. The thing about like Korean skincare, which I had to explain to my mom, when it comes to like acne care, for example, the way that it's approached is really different in the West versus in the East. In the West, we think like if you have a pimple or something, you want to dry it out as much as possible to get rid of it. And yes, that works, but long term, eventually your skin will get really dry, right? So then you're gonna need extra moisturizing products. So here it's kind of the opposite approach. If you guys have a lot of acne, it's probably because your skin is drier and you need to moisturize more. So it's a lot about getting as much moisture as possible so that your skin doesn't create that extra oil or that extra sebum and stuff like that. So just different approaches. I know some people where the Western approach works better, and for me personally, the Korean approach works better. But I've also lived in Korea for a little bit longer, so I've learned my own tips and tricks that help me along the way. But that's what my mom asked for Christmas, was like a really comprehensive Korean skincare routine, which is what I think a common question from a lot of my friends in the States ask me. They're always like, oh, what's like the actual K-beauty products that people use? Like not what we see on TikTok or not what's like advertised, but like what do people actually use? And there are some like sleeper hits, like some top secret ones. And there is, I believe, a Korean website that's kind of like an underground, like hush hush, this is what's actually really good thing. And it's like Huihua or something. If you guys are in the comment section, you know what I'm talking about. Definitely reference that because that's super important there. But anyways, that's enough about Korean beauty brands. Let's keep going with the DMZ tour. We get caught a lot here, but let's keep going. And here's some of that art that I was telling you guys about. Those two statues there. So this is actually only 2 of 4, but as we get up over this hill, you guys will be able to see it. And like I said, this is the second half of the park. There's kind of 2 that are joined together slightly, so you'll get to see that. And we are looking for something in particular. I think I dropped this card earlier, hold on. This is the part of the show where I end up with like 8,000 things in my hands. Let's see. Nope, that's about the tree. Wait, Hill of Wind? Okay. Oh, this is really cool, look. Now you can see all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then behind me here, we've got, like I said, the Hill of Wind, which I'm assuming it is because there's a lot of windmills. And I believe they are called I can't remember. But you guys can take a look. There's actually a lot of different colors, like right over there. There's a lake as well. I don't know much about cosmetics. It's nice watching this episode where I can learn something about it. Yes, definitely. Wow. Oh, thank you so much, Koreanet, for dropping the extra hint, because I think I lost the card. We need to find the Hill of Wind. Shannon's life is so interesting. I can't help asking questions. I'm so glad that you think my life is interesting. I've actually been in bed like the past week because I wasn't feeling well, so it was far from that. But I like watching K-Beauty Odyssey. Lots of knowledge for beauty. Ooh, great suggestion. What part of the park have the colorful and written ribbon tied together? I'm not sure. I do believe it's this section of the park that we're in, because on the other end there, I'm not sure how well the camera can pick it up. The air quality is a little bit foggy today. There's actually an amusement park, and on the opposite end of the amusement park, there's other art pieces and statues as well, so you guys can go take a look at that. Oh, the music. I'm glad you guys can hear it. We have a lot of time, so I think I'm going to take you guys around a little bit. We'll just keep walking and see what we can find. Can you guys hear that? Listen. Can you hear the wind? Can I walk in here? Is this allowed? Hee hee. Let's see. Yes, I saw the one episode of Korean Odyssey. It was very informative. The small windmills are so cute. Yes, they are so cute. Speaking of cute, there are so many cute little kids. I don't know why, but recently it's like, I feel like I see like babies everywhere. Is that just me, or is that you guys? I keep seeing little kids and I'm just like, they're so cute. Wow, no wonder it's called Hill of Wind. It extends all around that way. And this cafe, we actually came and hung out here a little bit earlier. We had some coffee and they sell bagels and pastries and stuff like that. So super lovely, really fun. The yellow ones remind me of sunflowers. Yeah, they definitely do. Thank you so much for joining, Flo. Florencio Martinez. Very cool. I guess it's baby fever season. Oh, geez. Don't say that. I need a boyfriend first. And marriage. Shannon acting is very good too. Well worth watching Ramyeon. I forgot what it's called. It is called Ramyeon and Chill. Thank you so much, Nathan, for mentioning that. Like I said, I had my kind of acting debut recently. I did a web series called Ramyeon and Chill. You guys can check it out. It's on YouTube. Free to watch. The first episode's only like 3 minutes, and that was actually one of the like 8th scenes that I filmed. I filmed quite a bit that day, but we did the entire series in one day, which is pretty incredible, but it was amazing. I really enjoyed working with David, the other actors, the cast was amazing. The team was amazing. I'm actually the production team I'd worked with beforehand on another project, but it was really, really fun. And I think I see another clue. Wow, I almost walked right by that one. Here we go, got it. Okay, look friends. Well done, Shannon. This artwork is called Hill of Wind, made of more than 3,000 pinwheels. From below, you can see a map of a unified Korea made with yellow pinwheels. Now, if you find the rainbow of the sun, you can meet me. Rainbow of the sun. Rainbow of the sun. That reminds me of like a prism. Like a prism? Rainbow? I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll find it, or it'll find me along the way. But pretty interesting to know that the yellow pinwheels actually make a map of the Koreas United, which I think is really interesting. Oh, that's cute. There's some kids playing baseball over there. But I think we've still got some time, so we're going to take a little bit of a lap around and hopefully try to find the rainbow of the sun. Let's see. I got to get better at keeping up with the comments. And I say like I have to get better as if I have time to get better. We only have 4 episodes left after this. You definitely have to sing The Hills Are Alive. Is that a dare, or is that you daring me to do so? The hills are alive with the sound of music. I don't want to be too loud. There's like small children playing baseball quietly, and I don't want to like interrupt them with my obnoxious singing. But anyway, I want to run there. Me too. You guys, I totally would. I haven't like busted into a sprint randomly on one of the episodes in a while, but it's because I can't at the moment, which is annoying. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I usually go to the gym quite a bit, but it's something that I haven't been able to do recently. So kind of missing that. And otherwise I would like totally take off up this hill right now. I think I did that in one of the first episodes that we did. It was the North Seoul Dream Park, I believe. I like took off running down a hill. But anyway, it was really, really fun. You know all the songs, cool. Your voice is so good, thank you so much. I'm actually singing a Christmas concert soon in Korea as well. So if you guys are in Korea, feel free to come check me out there. I'm actually gonna be singing 3 songs. One of them is a duet and 2 of them are solos. It is Santa Tell Me, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and then my duet is with my friend who, I'm not sure if I can say his name yet. It's with my friend, but it's gonna be Baby It's Cold Outside. So some classic ones there, which I think will be really, really fun. What's your favorite musical? I think recently, hard to say. Probably like movie-wise, I would say La La Land. Actually, that's a lie. Greatest Showman, for sure. Greatest Showman is my favorite musical because I actually did a choreography piece in college to that like theme of the musical Greatest Showman. But I think classic, more or less, like my all-time favorite would be like Lion King on Broadway, which is incredible. And I think in the theme of Christmas, I saw the Rockettes one year, the Great Christmas Spectacular, I believe, or Christmas Spectacular is what it's called. But in New York City in Christmas time, it's something that the Rockettes do, and I used to want to be a Rockette when I was growing up. So those are kind of my top 3, I suppose. Christmas classics. Wow, so cool. I hope someone filmed you so we can see. Yes, I am probably going to ask my friends to take a video of me because it's not something I get to do often. Come on, run with your arms wide. The wind will definitely be so refreshing. I don't know if I can run, but I can definitely do one of these. Dun, 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 dun. And you are right, it is definitely refreshing and a little bit dizzying. Let's see. The vast expanse of scenery is amazing. Miss Shannon Grande. Santa tell me. For sure. No fans of Les Miserables? No, actually I don't like being sad usually. So I try not to watch musicals that are literally called miserable. It literally like translates to The Miserables. It's just personal preference. I know it's wonderful and like super, you know, great, but it's just not my cup of tea. I'm sorry. Show us your singing skills. I will save it for the last episode. How about that? If you guys can agree on a Christmas song, I will sing for you a Christmas song. Whatever you want to hear. Yes, love watching Christmas movies. Guys, I've already started my like Christmas movie expedition. I started watching The Holiday last night. And it was actually my first time watching The Holiday. Great movie, by the way. Kind of cute and corny and funny, but I do like the way that it follows a lot of different stories. I think it's really cool. Oh, wow, what is that? Guys, check that out. Look, there's some more art right there, and there's also a plane. Hugh Jackman is crying. Yeah, I know he's crying. He was crying the whole movie. No, I'm just kidding, he wasn't. That was more Anne Hathaway's job. But I'm not hating if you guys love Les Mis. That's just not my cup of tea. What's everybody's go-to Christmas movie? My favorite Christmas movie is and always will be Elf. It's just so fun. It's just a great movie, and I feel like I embody him in the Christmas season because he's like, Santa! And Santa's my favorite. And my dad actually has elf pajamas. Like, he loves Elf so much that he has elf-themed pajamas and wears them when we watch Elf every Christmas. Wow, that's pretty cool. Check that out. So in the summertime, I think these are specifically for either booths or for parking, just to make things a little bit easier, but it is kind of like under the thing. And you can see just above them there is the cars. The little, I forget what they're called. I said it earlier, like little air trolleys. That's not right. I don't know. I forget English sometimes. Let's see. Yay, how about All I Want for Christmas Is You? I heard there is a Wonka film Coming to cinema soon, full of chocolate. Yeah, that's true. I think Timothy Chalamet, who my sister is obsessed with, by the way. He is so beautiful. It's just like, it just doesn't even make sense. And the Harry Potter series, yes, for sure. 7 minutes left, 5 minutes left now. I've made it to the parking lot. I feel like I've backtracked for some reason. Let's see. Wow, cable cars. Cable cars. Cable cars. That's what it's called. Yes. Okay. I couldn't figure out the name. Thank you so much. Shannon, sing White Christmas. Oh no! White Christmas is actually my grandma's like favorite Christmas song, and it reminds me of her because if you listen to the Bing Crosby version, my grandma does like the whistle part perfectly, where it's like, I can't whistle at all, fun fact, but every time I hear that one, it really reminds me of her. So sure, once we get not on stairs, I'll try to sing a little bit for you guys. Yes, I love his big blue eyes and long lashes. Gondolas or sky cars, maybe. Definitely. Will we find Kocnuni on time? I don't know. Let's see. Cameraman, be careful. He's like, I'm gonna take my time. He's not trying to keep up with me today. Are they playing Christmas music? I can't tell. If you guys can tell what song that is, let me know. I'm dreaming of a white. Let's see, there's a calming background soon here. Kocnuni's hard to find. He's not hard to find, he's just being elusive today. He's being a little vague. But we're coming up on some more art pieces, so I'm trying to decide which one. It was Rainbow of the Sun, right? This looks like a pack of Skittles, so I feel like that's a good bet. Let's go see what it says, maybe that's right. Learning something about you is also great. Every episode we get to learn something. Oh, thank you. Ah, Kocnuni! Hey, what's up, buddy? I can't run to you today, but come down here and take a hug. We found it. Hello. Mwah. Kocnuni, my love. Ah, okay, here it goes. 태양이, 무지개. 무지개 is rainbow. And 태양이, I guess, is rainbow of the sun. It expresses as an oh, there's a typo here. Object, but it should be object. It expresses as an object of various colors that represent a free-flowing and hopeful life. Very cool. Well, there you go, you guys. The rainbow of the sun. We've got Kocnuni, and now we've got one thing left to do. We need to find the winner of today's episode. The winner of the episode will receive a $10 Amazon gift card, as always, you guys. And in order to do so, you need to be actively participating in the comment section. You can tell jokes, you can make fun of me, you can ask questions, you can say anything you want, but you just gotta participate. And then also, I try to find somebody that's kind of new to the broadcast or that has not won before. So let me know. But we've got a couple minutes before we do that. So in the meantime, let's just sit and have a chat. I feel like today's episode has just been very chill. Chill energy, which is great. Kocnuni, the bird who literally can't stop flying around. He's the bird who can't stop flying, but he's also the bird that can't fly. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Whoa, it's reflection. Very cool. Oh, I didn't even notice that. What a great observation. The reflection on the water is really beautiful too. Great, great. Thank you, Shannon, for today's episode. You never disappoint us. Lovely episodes as always. We will continue to watch, and this is my third live stream, and we'll try to continue. Thank you so much. I hate that you've only joined us for the past 3, because we've only got 4 episodes left aside from this one, but thank you so much for kind of joining the family. We're definitely a little family here on the Kocnuni episode. Nice talk with Shannon. Thanks for sharing with us a lot of information. Always, you guys. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to kind of introduce you guys to Korean culture and also show you around some new places. But if you guys have any general questions, comments, concerns about life in Korea, about what it's like being a foreigner here, if you have any questions from like K-dramas or stuff like that, I will always do my best to help you guys, because that's what I'm here for. And you guys are my friends, and you guys have kept me company for an entire year almost now, so that's the least that I can do for sure. Can't believe the DMZ is this pretty. Yeah, likewise. I honestly expected the DMZ to kind of have like a heavy energy or kind of feel military. Like it's demilitarized zone, right? But it actually feels quite artistic, open, and just like fun. It's definitely like they've made it into like a family activity, which I think is really cool. Like the cable cars, there's the amusement park just across the way, which again, we didn't get to visit everything today, but there's definitely a lot to see and do here. Although I missed the previous episodes, I went to watch back while waiting for the new live stream. I totally love them. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for spending some time to read our comments here. Really appreciate it. It's honestly the best part of the show is that I get to, like, in real time interact with you guys. So I really appreciate you guys leaving comments and giving me someone to talk to during this, because otherwise it'd just be me walking around talking to myself for 45 minutes, which I don't know how interesting that would be for everybody else. But without further ado, you guys, let's pick a winner for today, and then we have to sign off because we're out of time and we found Kocnuni. The winner of today's episode is a new viewer. Dun 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 dun, Yoon T. Dun dun dun. Congratulations, Yoon T. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and as always, you guys, I love you. I appreciate you so much for watching. Thank you for taking an interest in Korean culture, and we will see you next time. Mwah. Bye.